Welcome to Moon Harbor Extended. Today's issue is Hellspawn issue 13, Building and Burning Bridges. On the cover, the coincidence stands front and center, engrossed in connecting the dots on their conspiracy boards, which overtake most of the cover. Behind him, Supai and Heathen are in a fight, destroying the pieces of the conspiracy boards around them. We turn the page, and our story begins.
And why don't we jump over to Supai? You've been looking through these maps with Malik, and is there anything in particular you're looking for, you're interested in?
I think at this point, I'm just excited to get any intel I can bring back to Demon. I'm very much a people pleaser, where the people are my direct superiors.
Oh yeah, mood. You're definitely able to find, as you're looking across everything, you could definitely spot where you've traveled to, but it is definitely very far from here. And it is also a very, very small section of hell. This place is absolutely massive.
Can I see the Iron Spire anywhere on the maps?
Yeah, the places that you've gone are all pretty mapped out.
Okay, gotcha. And I guess while taking pictures, trying to make a bit of conversation. So how long have you been doing this, gesturing at all the maps?
He turns to look at you and he's like, what's the current year?
2020.
We see him looking back to think, I came, I guess, and Natalia's kept us up on the current numbering of years. I came here early 1100s CE, so 900 years-ish, I guess.
Oh, and are you retired?
Yeah, something like that. Eventually I stopped finding, I'd kind of been all over the place and everything else was further away. And once I found this place, I kept coming back. It's nice to have a home base,
Yeah. I might, if you were interested in getting back out there, I might be able to get you some equipment if you shared the information.
He pauses very seriously considering this. And he's like, I might be interested. He looks across at a bunch of the stuff and kind of points out some places where he's kind of been around a whole section, here's an area, but the area is blank. And he's like, there is so much stuff that I wasn't allowed to enter into. That I'd always wanted to check out some of those places, but
Who stopped you?
Variety of things. You can't get into any of the demonic cities. That's an absolutely terrible idea. Maybe with a whole an army or something, but a single guy traveling alone, nope, I'm not doing that.
I think we see me looking at one of the blank areas. Demonic cities? Is that where most of them are?
Little over half, I guess. Most of them are in the underworlds. That's another place I wasn't allowed to go to.
Huh. Yeah, there's a lot we haven't learned about this place. I like that 2 sentences there just reframed my entire understanding of hell. Good job on that.
You're welcome. Yeah, he points out a bunch of places and he's like, yeah, there was a demonic city here, super walled, fortified, not friendly looking. I just walked away and kind of goes to another section and he's like, yeah, there was an underworld here. They don't let you in there unless you're dead. And also a participant in that religion. And there was another one over here. There was another one that, honestly, I don't know what that one was from. Not something that I encountered on Earth. He kind of points at it I thought that one was Egyptian. There was another one that looked Greek. There's a whole bunch. You name it, it's here. Well, he kind of pauses and he's like, there were a few people I met that didn't believe in anybody going to an underground place, and they're not here. But if somebody believed in some kind of underworld, it's here.
I think we get me sweeping across all the maps again. Well, if you are interested in coming out of retirement, I'm sure my superiors would be delighted to fund you.
I'd be interested in talking and seeing what they have in mind. Not saying yes yet. Just I'm interested in a conversation.
I don't have anything else I want out of this. If you don't,
okay. Let's head over to Heathen. Are you still talking to Ravenous, or did you want to go back?
I think I'd probably get back into the city right as Zira's leaving the building they were in.
Oh, hey, Heathen. Sounded like you had a fun talk.
I mean, philosophy is bullshit, but a little bit, yeah.
I don't know. Philosophy can be kind of interesting. But where'd Spy go?
They went off. I don't actually know. I'm gonna look around for Natalia and see if I can see her.
Yeah, she's like hanging out like outside the building that Spy went into.
I'm just gonna be like, where did Supai go?
She like points a thumb back in there, and she's like, he's in there with Malik.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and.
Yeah, there's Supai and Malik just looking at all of these maps. And Zero, were you going into?
Yeah, I'll follow.
Sweet.
Supai, are you still working over here?
Yeah, meet Malik and his amazing maps.
Hey, Malik. Hi.
Hi. And he kind of like looks back to Spy, like, names.
I'm Heathen.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Zero.
This is the coincidence.
I'm Zero.
I feel like those speech bubbles come out at the exact same time.
Yeah.
Okay, Zero, the coincidence. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Wow, you got a lot of maps here.
I sure do.
Do you get like if I asked for a special like a specific map, would you be able to pull it up?
Like pull it up.
Like find it in here?
Oh yeah.
So like you could do like specific order maps if you have them.
He like leans side to side for a second. He's like, yeah, I would. I guess depending on like the area, I might have to redo some of it since they're kind of spread across a whole bunch of different papers. So
Oh, cool.
yeah, sometimes it might be like, oh, let me condense it into one.
Oh, cool. So it's kind of like an a la cartography service.
Yeah.
But like, if you lost a map and had to go find it, would that be a map quest?
I, Elliot, am saying boo, but he's not going to get the reference. He stares at you blankly.
I look at everyone in the room and I'm like, I think I'm hilarious.
Both me and Zero have no idea what this joke is, but Zero gives you a thumbs up anyways.
I've just got a grown face.
Oh, ye old MapQuest.
I look at Supai and Zira and I'm like, if everyone is done with their work, I would love to have just a quick team meeting.
Sure. Malik, thank you so much for your time and think about it. Let me know.
Will do. Yeah. I'm not going anywhere.
Bye.
Nice to meet you. Bye.
As we step out into the street, I want to like look at the group. And I think Natalia is probably close enough that she can hear this conversation. I'm not hiding it from her.
Okay.
And I'm like, look, I think this could be a mutually beneficial situation. Asara has a ton of information on demons. And I mean, it looks like Aphoros has a very intense history of the world. And Malik's maps are huge. If we got Demon involved down here, we could provide them some food, maybe give them a chance to leave if they wanted. But I don't know, it could be a really incredible opportunity for a collaboration.
Yeah. No, I think so.
Yeah. I think as long as we, make sure that we're not that like anyone who wants to stay here can stay here and just continue to, I guess, sleep is what they're doing most of the time. But yeah.
Yeah, Natalia looks over and she's like, yeah, the biggest reason most of them haven't gone is they don't know what will happen if they go back. Like, what if they die? So a lot of them just aren't ready to take that risk.
I mean, there's no reason they're not they're they're demonstrably not a threat. So
God damn it.
I've been saving that one all session.
And Natalia like turns her head to the side and she's like, what? I guess like what were you all looking for?
We were told that, well, we Zira figured out that there was a connection between this place and an upcoming apocalypse. So our boss asked us to find out who was in the village, if they were demons, humans, if they were alive or dead. We were told to find out if there were demons guarding the town, or we knew there were demons guarding the town, but we didn't know if it was like, if you all were prisoners or what the situation was. And then we were supposed to find out if you were friends or foes, or if you were just kind of neutral. And I think we have all those answers now.
Out of character, didn't we also have like another reason that Demon assigned us here? Or like they were interested in this town regardless of Zero, or am I misremembering?
They were interested regardless. That's a list of questions they gave us.
Gotcha. Cool.
Yeah, like Demon had like an official assignment for you all, but like Zira had their own interest in it. And Natalia like raises her eyebrows and she's like, "Wait, Demon Apocalypse?"
Yeah, your average demon apocalypse that happens once every while when they try to take over and destroy the entire planet.
Except this time they succeed, basically.
Well, in my time, they succeed. Me, hopefully not this time. It would kind of suck if I had to go through a third one.
She like nods slowly. And is like, "Huh. I guess who was behind it?"
Zira has the blankest look on his face.
That's classified.
Yeah, as in classified to even me.
Oh, I just mean like, I don't know. I've never really heard of a whole bunch of demons going to Earth collectively without, I don't know, somebody spearheading it. I've been spending so long talking to these people.
We're still trying to figure that out.
Yeah, like, so I don't like philosophy, but like, eventually after listening to Asar, some of it does click, and yeah, demons are weird. They've definitely have a different way of operating.
Before we make this link and start this connection, start helping you all, Zira, if we make this connection, are we going to inevitably be the thing that causes the apocalypse?
It won't be the first time for you.
Oh my god.
I am sitting here, me tea, with my mouth wide open.
Just like take a powerful blow, even.
Can I actually?
Yeah, honestly, if you want to take up, yeah, do you want to roll that? Because yeah, feel free.
That's an 8.
Yeah, 7 and 9, choose one. Ouch.
I'm going to struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions.
Okay, what are you marking?
Angry and insecure, I think.
That feels right. What's the look on Heathen's face when Supai says that?
I think we get a panel of shock, and then there's a moment of like neutral, and then it settles to that like passive aggressive angry neutral. You know that look?
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, right. And I stopped the last one too, didn't I? At like a pretty extreme cost, but it's fine. Rub it in my face. And I think I'm gonna turn and like start walking away.
Oh, that didn't look like it went well.
That didn't come out right at all.
Okay. We can go talk to her in a second. I'm just thinking about what you just said. And I look at Antalya again. Something just hold on. I would like to use my Harbinger move.
Okay.
When you push yourself to remember the version of someone that exists in the future, mark a condition and roll plus memories to try to connect who they are. For Natalia.
Okay.
Yeah. So right now, I don't have any memories.
Yeah, I think you start at -1.
Correct. So 2d6 -1. That's a 6.
On a miss, they're not at all who you thought they would be. The GM will choose their role or tell you as far as you know they don't exist in the future. So, which of those would you have thought she is?
Natalia? Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, since it's not who Zero would think she is, it's like, okay, which one would she have picked?
Okay.
Because it's not going to be that.
Yeah. I think probably it would have been something like, I think based on what we know so far, it probably would have been traitor, in that Natalia let the portal or the link in this town be used to keep the citizens of the town safe. So she betrayed Earth.
Okay.
At least that's how Zero remembers it.
Okay.
Or Zero thought he remembered it.
I'm trying to pick between two of these. For Natalia, I'm going to say builder. Oh, and so that means she gains influence over you. Which she already has as an adult. So label shift time.
Fun.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how I want to shift these. Like what she's seeing. What is she seeing you right now as? I think savior up, freak down.
Okay. All right. Fun times. I am now even more min-maxed.
Nice. And now your memory score goes up by 1.
Yay.
Were you trying to have like more of a conversation or stopping there?
So I guess, what I'm trying to figure out, like, what what tips me off to her being the architect as I'm browsing through as I double my effort through my files.
Okay. So I think what you find is that I don't think like you hadn't made the connection because like her name wasn't there, but like from the descriptions about this person, it's clear now that you've met her that that's her. That there was somebody from this town, the Haven, who had kind of like clearly like talked to a whole bunch of these people and like really put together a good like summation of like all of their pools of knowledge to kind of really figure out what's going on in the not like specifics of what's going on, but like kind of like finding the patterns and putting them together, but didn't have current context for it to be used in. Like she had what she knew here, but didn't know current events, so couldn't make a connection between those. So she's kind of like a builder with patterns connections. Like she's able to like build these relationships with people and like get information from them and learn from them and put it all together.
Cool. Yeah, no, it's probably a good thing to do the portal. Sorry, I just thought I recognized something. It's good. So Pi, do you want to go apologize to Heathen, or should I try to go see how she's doing?
I don't think Alana wants to talk to me right now. Maybe you should.
Oh, okay. Speaking of, how are you? You okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
Awesome. Okay, cool. I'm gonna walk over there. If you need anything, just scream out in abject terror, and we'll know something's wrong. Good talk.
We see Zara leave, and we see another one of those panels where Sapai is standing there, and Natalia's right there, and it's awkward.
So, like, not much travel here, I guess.
I mean, you can travel. It's just really dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like you know something about that. Why don't we jump to Heathen and see what she's up to before Zira arrives, and then we can have Zira come in.
Cool.
Are there like empty crates around? Are they all full of stuff?
Yeah, there's kind of like a mix of ones that like have things in them and some that are just empty.
Awesome. I'm going to go over to one, and I've got like charcoal with me. One of the ones that's empty, and I'm gonna frantically scribble a rune onto it, and just like press my hand into it, and like nick myself on the wood to get a like droplet of blood, and it just like makes the crate explode into flames.
Okay.
I'm just like destroying stuff because I'm annoyed, but normally I would just like brain blast everything around me and make it all shatter. But I don't have that power, so now it has to be like way more like controlled and actually drawing out runes and all that shit.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, so Zira, you see Heathen exploding crates, like drawing stuff on them, and they just explode.
Okay, so Zira sees that, takes a breath, and walks over. So that was a bit of a catastrophe, huh?
I don't even look up at Zira. I just could keep like scribbling on more crates. I'm not even going to acknowledge the pun. And I'm just like, I just don't know what I have to do to make them trust me. Like I went away and I came back and I joined their stupid demon fighting organization. And like, I am here and I am working and I am trying to be more pleasant and not, kill people. Which I guess like, that's kind of a big deal. But like, I just don't understand why they don't trust me. I am trying here.
Okay, well, that was there's clearly a lot more that they didn't tell us about in the history books. I guess let's start. I'm not gonna ask, are you okay? How are you doing?
Yeah, I do think that Heathen is sharing a vulnerability or weakness.
Yeah, that sounds right. What's your move for that?
When you share a vulnerability or weakness with someone, ask them if they see you as the hero you used to be. If they say yes, mark a potential and clear a condition. If they say no, shift mundane up and any other label down and mark insecure.
Yes.
I can ask out of character.
Okay, out of character. Let me see. I think so. The answer is yes, but let me see if I can work it into the conversation.
Sweet.
But yeah, so they just asked, how are you?
Give me a second. That's my last potential, so I'm just wiping my track really fast.
Congratulations.
Welcome to the Advanced Club. All right, I got a potential there. Speaking of, when I
Oh yeah, for the connecting the dots move.
yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm not. I mean, I'm not great. Like, it's so. We're back in hell, and I just feel like we're having the same fights we've been having over and over again, and I just don't understand why they don't want to talk to me, or why they don't trust me, or I don't know why they're just the worst sometimes.
I mean, probably. I'm. I mean, I'm not the best at this stuff. I mean, I thought I was pretty alright, but I haven't really had many of my friends to practice this stuff with for a few months now, on account of them all being gone. But I mean, I feel like it usually helps to not call them the worst. That's usually a good starting point. Zero will try to find a nearby crate that isn't blown up and like pull it over. Look, I, I, I want to say I can't imagine what it must be like to be back here, but I think I might be one of the few people who kind of gets what that might be like. Almost exactly. I mean, not exactly, but you know what I mean. And like you made it out last time, at least, right? Like you were the hero who won. And it's clear there's more going on than what I read in the history. Clearly affected you more than was known. But you're still an awesome hero. Maybe that's the problem here.
It's just like I'm the hero who won because I opted to let my mom get shot so I could take down the big bad. Like, I don't know. I sometimes when you sacrifice everything you have, you realize there's nothing left. And I'm gonna sit down on another crate and I'm just gonna like chill.
Zero's gonna look at her. Look, I get it. I lost everything too, and I didn't even beat the big bad. I don't even know who they are. But maybe that's my point. Maybe what's needed here isn't the hero even who can stop any hell demon, but maybe the friend even whose name I won't say because you told me not to say your name here. But maybe the person behind the even identity is what Supai needs, or even you need.
I think we get like a flashback panel to our last conversation, the last time either of us was in Faces, which is like our conversation on the rooftop where Supai was basically like, hey, like find Alana, not Faye.
I love that.
I think Sierra's gonna go, look, when I came back and then started with Demon and then ran into you two, I was super excited. I mean, it was the hero even, it was, and Supai, I mean, both of you are super cool, and like all the stories about what you did in the future are inspiring. And I mean, I probably shouldn't say what happens after because what happens after would be telling you about it will probably mess with the future stuff. I don't know. No one briefed me on time travel, but I can tell you that it wasn't the last of the stories. But despite all the stories I did read. Honestly, it's been even cooler to get to know the person behind Heaven's mask.
I feel like that's a comfort or support. Also, I love how like out of the way Zira's going to not say Alana.
Yeah, well, Alana made it very clear that we should not be using normal names here, and Zira is trying his best to keep that in mind.
I fucking love it. While I just like blatantly said Alana in front of the other chick.
Oh yeah.
Awesome, that's a 10.
Nice. Yeah, they hear you, and also you got a 10+, so you can add a team to the pool or a clear condition yourself.
I will clear my condition that I marked from my memory earlier.
And then Heathen, you can mark potential, clear condition, or shift labels, since you have been opening up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna clear and secure. I think that feels right.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna hug Zira, and then I'm gonna be like, "Thank you. I need to talk to Supai, but thank you, seriously."
Oh, yeah. Also, I realized I think I triggered my move, which is when you confess to a teammate the difference between what you thought they would be and what they really are. add a team to the pool and ask them if they represent a future, if I represent a future that they'd want.
Yes, you have different drama moves.
Yeah, because I'm special like that.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, you can answer out or in character about if Zero represents a future that Heaven would want.
I look at them and I'm like, I've got to go talk to Supai, but I think the difference between what you know about me and the me that you know is that you're here. And I think you're going to make shit better. So, okay.
I think he just blushes and bows his head and tries to find words but can't.
Oh.
I am suddenly very uncomfortable because I don't know how to handle this reaction. Like, tears I can do, screaming I can do, this like bashfulness I'm like, and I pat them on the shoulder and then walk away.
Amazing. What's Sierra's reaction to that?
Oh, thank you. It's probably like barely picked up on the wind as you're walking away.
Oh. And yeah, Supai, what are you up to when Heathen arrives?
I think probably just still awkwardly standing in silence, just like trying to pay attention to my phone, but constantly realizing I don't have signal. Just like trying to use the looking at my phone, that's why I'm not talking. I'm enjoying the repeated motif of just these uncomfortable panels with her.
Oh, perfect.
I walk up, and I think I walk past Supai, and I walk up to Natalia, and I put my hand out, and I'm like, hi, I'm Alana.
Nice to meet you, Alana.
I think it's important that you know that, because I am more than the hero who saved the world once, and I am more than the hero who's going to do it again. I am a person, and I think maybe someone needs to know that I know that. And I'm not looking at Supai, but I'm very clearly talking about Supai.
Supai is looking at their phone this whole time, and we get just like the barest hint of a smile.
We see Natalia's face with that yeah, I clearly know what you're talking about expression.
And I'm going to look at her and I'm going to be like, we're going to set a portal point up here. It's not going to be constantly open. You probably won't be able to call for a portal, but we may be arriving and popping in and out, and we're going to bring some stuff. We're going to bring some food. We're going to bring books and things for you all to consume media, because thousands of years of isolation is enough to rip a person apart.
Yeah, you're telling me.
I mean, I was alone for, I don't know, 2 months with Supai in hell, and we almost killed each other. And I don't want that for anyone else.
Numerous times, a couple times physically.
Yeah, she kind of tugs at the bottom of her shirt with the nurse scrubs, and she's like, yeah, that's why I stayed. They needed somebody to take care of them. So I stepped in. But also, oh my god, trying to get more food here is absolute hell. The trading is terrible here. Oh my god, yes, I would appreciate that so much.
That's something we can probably help with. I think I'm walking over to stand next to Heathen.
Any requests?
I guess not for me particularly. My main struggle has been I guess trying to ration what we have to wake up people every now and then to check how they're doing, and then I can talk to somebody.
I nod and I'm like, okay, we'll see what we can do. Is there a safe place I can put this? And I hold out the beacon.
Yeah, she kind of points to a spot just in the middle of the street. There's fine. I guess would it fit there? Is this a super big portal, or?
They're usually vertical, so it should be fine.
Okay, yeah. Here's good. There's not a lot of traffic.
I'm gonna look at Heathen. We ready? I can call for Zira.
Yeah, we've got a trumpet to get.
I'm gonna let out a blood-curdling screech, because that was the agreed-upon signal.
And Zira
Amazing.
is immediately there, not at all frazzled anymore. She's like, hey, oh, what's up? You need me?
Time to go.
Awesome, let's go.
Yeah, I think our last panel is the three of you all filing in through the portal, and we see it close, and this town is just quiet again.
If I gotta say, if I gotta choose somewhere to visit, I would take Haven over Hell anytime.
Hey.
Oh, delightful.
Moon Harbor Heroes is produced by Anthony Sheets, TP Huth, and Elliot Peterson, and edited by Anthony Sheets and Sean Geddes. Anthony can be found on Twitter at IcyNewYear or at IcyNewYear.com. T is a theater artist and educator in the DC area. She can be found at T-Huth Playwright on Twitter or TPHuth94 on Instagram. Elliot can be found at Elliot Elen, ELLIOTYLEN on Twitter. Sean can be found at The Crumpit, THECRUMPIT on Twitter. Moon Harbor Heroes is played using Masks: A New Generation, written by Brendan Conway and produced by Magpie Games. Our logo was designed by Beautiful Beasties. She can be found on Instagram at beastly.doodles or on Patreon at patreon.com/beautifulbeasties. The music in this issue is Halls of the Undead by Kevin MacLeod. A link to his website and the license will be in the show notes. This issue is GM'd by Elliot Peterson. The Coincidence was played by Amr Amaraz. Amr is what happens if puns gain sentience and developed a love of math, writing, and superheroes. They lend their voice to a variety of projects, both as a writer and a performer, as well as design games of their own. You can follow their exploits on their Twitter account at Amaraz. That's AMMOURAZZ. Supai is played by Anthony Sheets. Heathen is played by T. Huth. Heathen was played using the Enduring playbook. The Enduring was written by John of Listen to These Nerds. They can be found at LTTNcast on Twitter. If you want to get a hold of us, email us at moonharborheroes@gmail.com or find us on Twitter at moonharborcast. If you enjoyed this issue, please leave us a review on your podcatcher of choice or tell a friend. 5-star reviews and word of mouth are really the best way for us to keep bringing these stories to more people. If you'd like to support us financially, check us out at patreon.com/moonharborheroes. Supporting us there will give you access to bonus issues each month. And thank you for helping us save the world. We'll see you next issue.
I think after the credits and letter to the editor, we get a copy of the ridiculous requisition form we filled out after this one.
Gosh.
Oh yeah, what's the full list that we've been typing out? Oh yeah, we've got trumpet, body pillow, Good Place DVD box set, laptop, generator, philosophy books. I think we added hell survival equipment, food.
Yep.
Yeah, y'all have a list.
Company.
I made on the food sheet, I was like, I don't know what people ate in 1993, but that.
Amazing.